What's going on, everyone? Bryan here, and today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about what you should be wearing when you're taking photos or making videos for your business, your website, social media. Now, this is a really big topic. Fashion photographers and stylists get paid a lot of money to know things like color theory and to put the right clothes on the right person to convey certain aesthetics. Now, that's not as in-depth as I want to get today, mostly because I'm not one of those types of photographers. I'm not a stylist. But what I do know is just some basic guidelines so that you're not going to be wearing something that's going to be distracting and getting in the way of the message that you're trying to convey to your audience. And like most rules and guidelines, they are meant to be broken. So if you are going on a photo shoot with a photographer, you should ask them what they think you should be wearing, because maybe they have a certain color, a certain type of outfit that they want you to wear that works with their aesthetic, whether it works with their editing or the tone that they're trying to set. But if you're not working with a photographer or a videographer and you're just trying to figure this stuff out on your own, I want to share with you just a few things to be aware of. So first off, let's talk about some of the things that you should be avoiding. Now, number one is something called moire. Now, this is an effect when you have small lines or a small pattern that kind of conflicts with the sensor of the camera that you're using, and it creates this moire effect that looks kind of wonky on camera. This can be a bit distracting. This isn't necessarily the end of the world. As you can see here, one of the shirts that I'm wearing actually does this. It has no stripes at all, but the pattern is so fine that it just has a slight moire effect to it. I would avoid things like that with small little patterns, stripes, that can just be distracting. Another thing that I would avoid is just really bright colors. One color that I generally don't wear at all in my videos is white. Now, depending on what camera you're using, if it has some type of auto exposure functions, it can sometimes overexpose the white in your t-shirt and it can be a little bit blown out. I actually see this a lot when I get footage from clients that I'm editing. They filmed in a white t-shirt, it's overexposed, and there's really nothing I can do. In general, I just try to stay away from all types of bright clothing. And again, this is one of those rules that can absolutely be broken. A lot of photographers prefer people wearing white t-shirts and blue jeans. That's a really nice look, and they just make sure that they underexpose their photos so they don't clip any of those whites. And the third thing to avoid is wearing the same color as your background. As you can see, my whole body just kind of blends into the background. There's no contrast there, and it just doesn't look good. Another thing that I try and avoid is any colors that are really close to my skin tone. So that's anywhere between yellow, orange, and even red. The reason for this is if I'm trying to color grade later in post, skin tone is one of those things that you really want to get right. And if you're selecting for that color and you're moving it around, but your shirt is also that same color, it can just cause some problems where you're changing colors of your shirt that you're wearing and things can just look a little bit weird. It's not usually a problem, and if you're just shooting with your cell phone, you're not doing heavy editing and color grading, I wouldn't worry about this so much. Yellow, red, orange, these are okay colors, but what I tend to try and do is wear colors like I'm wearing right now, like a nice blue, green, usually a little bit cooler colors because they just contrast my skin tone a lot easier than something that's gonna be kind of muddled with my skin tone. I usually just try and wear a nice solid colored cotton shirt, something that's not gonna have any kind of sheen on it, no little small patterns, nothing to cause any moire or any other distracting features that might take away from what I'm actually saying. As far as what kind of pants or shorts you should be wearing, usually I don't worry about this because I'm usually just shooting from the waist up. But if that's not the case, all of the general rules that I've already given you just apply same for whatever pants or shorts you're wearing. Make sure they're not white shorts. I can't imagine people wearing white shorts these days, but make sure they're not neon, no small patterns, no pinstripe pants, nothing like that. Just nice jeans usually work really well. And like I've said multiple times already, these are all rules that are meant to be broken. If you're somebody with a nice, bold, colorful personality, there's nothing wrong with wearing a crazy shirt or just kind of leaning into that aesthetic. But if you're just trying to make sure that nothing goes wrong, nothing's distracting, and that you're not gonna wear something that you're gonna regret later, I would just recommend something like a blue, green, gray is something I wear a lot of. All of these simple, nice, solid colors, you're not gonna go wrong with. All right, guys, that's it for today. I hope this video helped you. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, subscribe, comment, and until next time, I'll see you guys later.